Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Friday Noonday Concert here at Fourth Presbyterian Church. My name is Emma Cox. I am the music department manager here, and it is a delight to have you in person and online with us on this frosty Friday afternoon. I hope nobody blew away or froze on their way in. Just a few notes before we get started today. If you go ahead and take a look at the inside of your copy of your program, you're going to see that tonight we have a performance by Dr. Douglas Cleveland. He's our interim director of music here. He will be here in the sanctuary at 7 o'clock tonight. It's also going to be featuring some local trumpeters, Stephen Burns and Hamed Biryabi. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mispronounced his name. Birbiye. There, I got it right. But they're going to be here today, and it's free and available to the public. It is also live streamed, so if you decide to be at home and you'd like to join us online, please do. We're very excited about that. Right underneath that, you're going to see the St. Olaf Choir. This is next Friday here in the sanctuary, again at 7 o'clock. This is a ticketed event. You will need to go to the St. Olaf Choir website. We have a couple flyers on either side of the doors with information and a direct QR link. So if you have any questions about that, come and see me at the very back, or you can pick one of these flyers up on the door as you go by. Please do me a favor and silence your cell phones. While you do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about today's program. Cristina and Kevin just finished recording their first album, which happens to feature the music from today's program. So if you like it and you want to review it, it's going to be released in May underneath the Centaur and on all of the major streaming platforms. And it will be called Night Surrendering to Dawn. So you'll be able to Google Keep Your Program and go relive and re-experience all this music again. If you'd like to take pictures and videos, those are encouraged. You're more than welcome to tag all of our artists on social media, but please remain seated while you do that so that we do not interfere with anybody else's sight lines. Put your hands together and welcome to the stage Cristina and Kevin.
Good afternoon. It's great to see everybody here, and it's our pleasure to share this program with you today. We'll give you a little information about each of the pieces we'll be performing for you. They are all by living composers. The first piece you're going to hear is by Amanda Harburg, who's a wonderful pianist composer. And the piece that we're playing today is called Feathers and Wax. This particular work was inspired by the Greek myth of the young Icarus, reveling in the thrill of flight before he meets his tragic demise. You'll hear her language is very jazz-inspired. There's a lot of very jazzy harmonies and syncopated rhythms in the piece, and we hope you enjoy Feathers and Wax. Thank you so much. The next piece on the program is by Valerie Coleman. Valerie Coleman's an African-American flutist and composer. Her career started really with the Imani Winds, and if you're a big fan of chamber music, a very famous woodwind quintet that has toured all over the world, she's since gone on to become more recognized as a composer. She's written for orchestras such as New York Philharmonic, and she also has written a wealth of wonderful pieces for the flute, obviously. This particular work is called Fan Mi Imen, which is Haitian Creole for human family. The work is based on a poem by Maya Angelou, and through this piece, what Coleman's trying to achieve is the idea that we are all more connected than we are disconnected through our common humanity. In the beginning of the work, it starts with an invocation, which to me sounds like something maybe a Native American flute might play. You'll also hear elements of flamenco. You'll hear elements of the African rhythms. In particular, the piano is imitating the African thumb piano towards the end of the work. And also, at one point, you'll hear the flute playing by itself in something that sounds like Morse code. And it is Morse code for UNITY, unity. We hope you enjoyed this wonderful work, Fan Mi Imen, by Valerie Coleman.
in our program is there's been a change to the program. So the next piece you're going to hear is a piece by Christian Glasscock, a young composer based in Michigan. The piece is called But It's Not Her. This piece was written, I believe, in 2020 after Christian's mother died. And at the time, he was struggling with his grief, and there were other people in his life who tried to take the place of his mother. But this piece is all about his struggle with his grief and his acceptance that there would just never be anybody who could replace his mother. So this is But It's Not Her. It is the winner of the 2024 Flute New Music Consortium's new composition competition. So we're excited to share this piece with you.
We've been playing together for over 20 years, and the joy of having a long-term duo is you often get to make relationships with great composers. And Christian Ellenwood is certainly a great friend of ours. He's a former colleague of Christina's at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, where he's the clarinet professor, but he happens to be an incredible composer as well. Well, not long after Cristina started her tenure at UW-Whitewater, he wrote his first flute sonata for us, which we played a lot, and it also will be part of the recording that'll be released in May. But Cristina lost her mother a few years ago, and not long after her mom died, Christian gifted us with this sonata as a surprise. You just heard But It's Not Her, which is a very contemplative outlook on death. But then when you listen to this sonata, this has a very different take on loss. If you ever met Christina's mom, Marisa, you would have known her as an incredibly vibrant, vivacious woman. And that's what he captures in this piece. In the first movement, Dig It, you'll hear a lot of jazz-influenced rhythms, also full of life. The second movement is called Elegy in Blue, where Christian lets me become kind of a lounge lizard on the piano, which I certainly have fun doing. And the movement ends with Get It. And Get It, I feel like it certainly captures the incredible life that Marisa had until the very end. So we hope you enjoy this performance of Christian's second flute sonata.
you.